Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm Emily, aka the Petite Beauty Blogger, and in today's video I'll be doing a tutorial on a beachy summer night look. In today's video the look is going to be very more about the skin. It's going to be very dewy, it's going to be natural. Now for those who don't know me, I live by the sea, by the beach, and anytime I go out on a night I'm automatically by the sea. And on today, when I'm filming, it's about 30 degrees, so of course I don't want to apply too much makeup to my skin, because by the end of the night I'm just going to look like a hot mess, because makeup and heat do not mix. So I'm going to try and do my best, and I hope you stay tuned and enjoy. Now today's a very hot day, of course I am sweating like nobody's business. So what I'm going to do first is go in with my Garnier micellar water, and this is going to help get rid of any oil or dirt that I've got from the heat, sweating, and it's just going to clean my face preparing for makeup, because today is all about my skin, because I don't want it to break out. I want it to be nice and clean and fresh. And now for some extra skin hydration, I'm going to go in with this Lancome Hydra Zen. And because it's quite a hot day, I like to go with, well, any day, I like to go in with a moisturiser that has a built-in SPF. And this one has a 15 SPF, so it's not the highest SPF, so don't rely on this as sun cream. But this is just added extra care for your skin. See, I've used quite a bit. What I love about this is that it's nice and thick. And this is another time where I just spend my time massaging it in. Super thick, but I've added to my skin. So I'm just going to spend some time massaging this in. And I'm going to go in with my beauty roller. And now, because this is a more moisturising dewy look, I'm going to go in my Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base, and that's going to give me some extra moisture and dewiness. Now I have got dry skin, but more on the extreme dry skin, so this is more of a look for those with dry skin. But if you've got oily skin, you know that maybe not add as much moisture, maybe use more of a drying primer. But this is my favourite primer in the entire world, and it smells like oranges, and it smells delicious but not edible. It smells good enough to eat, but don't eat it. So I'm going to spend some time just massaging and moisturising, and this also helps if you do this every day. It helps with your fine lines and wrinkles, and it helps prevent skin aging, which if you don't mind about that, then fair, but I do. Of course, down the neck, and as you can already see, my skin is glowing and glistening. Now this may seem a bit too much, but what I'm going to do now is I'm going to leave it just to sink into my skin and settle, so it's not too much with the foundation. Face base, I'm now going to do my foundation, so I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Foundation in 145, if we can see that. And it's a nice olive tone, undertone. So I'm just going to use a foundation brush to apply it, and I'm just going to brush it downwards, because if you brush it upwards you're going to pull up all those little hairs that are on your face, and it's going to give you unwanted texture you don't want. So because I am doing more of a natural dewy look, I'm applying less foundation than I normally do. But with Fenty Beauty, it doesn't matter because it looks fab no matter how much you put in. For concealer, I'm going in with my trusty Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define. It's the only one I use because it's my favourite and it works really well. So if I can get it focused. Like that. This is the supersized one, and this is in the shade C3. So as I'm going to do this very lightly, I'm only going to add a tiny bit underneath my eyes, on my chin, up my nose, and on my forehead, and also my cupid's bow. And that is it. And I'm going to leave it 2 seconds to set a bit, my hand, to dry it up a bit, to make more full coverage. And I'm going to take my Spectrum sponge and I'm just going to dab it away. Now I've done my concealer, I'm going to go with my contour using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Cream Kit, and I'm going to apply it using the masked, I think that's how you pronounce it, contour brush. It's got a nice flat edge which is perfect for getting in the jawline and in all your angles, and it blends quite well as well. So I'm going to open this up. This is my favourite contour palette, it's so creamy and it's really good. And I'm going to go with the lighter one here. It's a bit more cool tone, rather than that one, it's a bit more orangey. And all I'm going to do, I'm going to lightly, be careful because this is rather pigmented, but I'm not going to apply much. That's it. I'm going to do my jawline, I'm going to bring it down here first, and then across, so I make more angles. And with that, I'm just going to do the Scott Barnes thing I learnt by drawing around my cheek to give myself some depth. I'm going to place a tiny bit kind of on my forehead, but don't worry, we're going to blend that out. This may look crazy, but we're going to blend it, and I'm going to repeat it the same on the other side. I am just going to use this, but I'm going to use the sides to cut myself a nose line. Don't worry if it looks crazy, we're going to blend it out. Do it as one side, but you can already start to see I'm creating some dimension and some shape. And another thing I'm going to do that I learned from Scott Barnes tutorial is do around my lips. I can already tell that my lips look 10 times bigger. Okay, all I did was add a little contour cream around it. Perfect, and I'm going to go in with that same Spectrum sponge to blend it all out. powder, of course, I'm going to go in with the Makeup Revolution Translucent Loose Setting Powder. And to start off with, I am going to carve out the shape of my nose to make it look a bit more snatched. And all I'm going to do is go right up where I had that contour, and I'm just going to put some powder here, and this is going to help it look how I want it to look. Now the powder brush I am going to use is the Real Techniques 400. Now it does say it's a blush brush, but that's nearly as big as my face, so I'm only going to use it for powder, and I use a smaller brush for the brush. Now for my blush, I'm going to go in with the Benefit California, which of course you may know is my favourite. And I'm going to use the Real Techniques 200 brush, which says it's the Expert Face Brush. So I'm going to put on a tiny bit more, but I'm going to kind of stipple it on to make it look a bit more like it's my face blush rather than a powdered one. So I'm just going to do like the apples of the cheek. I'm going to repeat it on the other side. To make this look as realistic as possible, even though it's quite clear. My face does not look that realistic, skin wise. And then of course I'm going to do a tiny bit on the forehead, on the chin, and on the end of the nose. Just a bit. And then what I am going to do, even though I did just do it on the apple, I'm going to slowly just blend that up so it's not too intense right at the front, and let it blends out. And now for eyes, I'm going to go in with the Iran Nude palette by Beauty Bay. It's got 42 colours in it, and this cost me £23, which is a bargain. All I'm going to do is I'm going to use the shade Delicate, and that is just going to go all over my lid. And with that, I'm going to use the Spectrum 806 brush, which is a perfect all over shadow brush. That's really going to help us get that all over colour. I'm just going to move the camera in. So I'm going to go all over with Delicate. Just going to help an even face colour to go off with. Now I know I said in my other video I didn't really like to wear shadows that much, but for today's video I am going to wear shadow because I want it to be fun and dewy. And for the shimmer, I'm going to use the Spectrum C06 brush. And for that, I'm going to go all over my lid with a mixture of polished and starry-eyed. Starry-eyed is going to go in the inner corner of my lid, and starry-eyed is going to go on the outer. I'm going to start with Starry Eyed. Now this palette has every single nude you need if you're a pro artist, or whether you're looking to just save some money to just have one palette that works out for you. I really like the Beachy palette, so I've got a couple. I've got the berry, the rainbow one, I've got the bright, and another one I have, but it's like a warm one. See, it's just very light and cute. It would work even better if I put primer underneath, but I forgot. Just going to blend it like so, and then I'm going to go in with that polished colour on the outer corner, like so, and it's just going to be really cute and kind of romantic. Obviously, I wouldn't do this if you're trying to create new shapes with your shadows, because shimmers can make things look a bit more puffier, and of course if you're wanting to create some depth and some contour, then it's not going to work as well. It's going to help give some nice shimmery. Simple. What I love about this look and being by the beach is that this look can be a day look and a night look. But of course I'm doing this as a night look, as it's the summer, and there it is. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a bit of shadow down here to create a bit of a liner, and for that I'm going to go in with Decadence. I'm going with Decadence right there, which is a very nice dark shimmery colour, just on my upper lash line. You can see it's just very natural and light, but it's cute. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a bit more down in here. Don't put too much on because I don't want to ruin what I've already done, but I am going to blend it out. Like so. There we go. Simple, quick and easy. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off the camera and pop off to the other side. Now for brow, I'm going to go with my trusty Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in medium brown.
Why don't you ever model for me, Mrs. Kensington?
You know how Mr. Kensington feels about that.
Oh, behave. Yeah. Yeah, baby. Yeah.
For mascara, I'm going in with the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, which is the waterproof version, the blue one. I love the other one, I have the other one as well, but I like this one best because my eyes water quite a bit.
it is. The Matrix is everywhere. It is all around us.
Now for highlighter, I'm going to go in with my favourite Makeup Revolution highlighter in Ice. And of course I'm going to go in for my gold champagne colour everywhere. So I'm going to go in with my Spectrum B08 brush. It's a very cute little fluffy brush that just works perfect. So I'm going to swirl it and then tap. And two. This is a very slept on eyeshadow. This is a very slept on highlighter palette.
It is the world that has been pulled over your eyes to blind you from the truth. What truth? That you are a slave.
Now for lips, I'm going to go in with a cute light nude, and I'm going to use the Urban Decay lipstick shade, and it doesn't say what it's called, so I can't tell you, but it does look like that. Just a very simple nude that can work with anything, and then I'm going to top it with the Kiko Milano gloss in shade 18, 3D Hydro Lip Gloss 18. It doesn't have a name, but it's super cute. I had it upside down. Kiko Milano is a very slept on brand as well. I love it. It's not expensive and the products are good. And of course to finish, I'm going to go in with the Morphe Continuous Setting Spray. Now I've finished my whole look, I'm going to go and get changed. So there we go, there's my finished summer beachy dewy look. And I love it. It's completely different to what I normally go for, because I usually go for very matte and very extreme, so I'm quite enjoying this. Now don't forget, if you like this video, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and stay tuned for my next videos. And of course, check out the others I've got on my channel which are coming up on screen now.